Well, I think it's finally official that Treyarch has really put the last nail in the coffin for Call of Duty Zombies, even though that we just got Season 4 announced. And Season 4 will include a brand new Zombies map that is round-based called Mauer der Toten. However, I think it's too little too late because there's been some rumors going around in the community that are not good whatsoever. You guys might have heard this on Prestigious Keys channel or Mr. T Lexify's channel within the past day, but supposedly there is going to be only this map as the last round-based DLC map for Cold War, which means we are only going to have 3 round-based maps for all of Cold War. We're gonna have Mauer der Toten, Tag der Toten, and Fire-based Z. And realistically, that makes a lot of sense. We got DLC 1 on Season 2 and DLC 2 during Season 4. And a lot of people will be like, oh, well, Outbreak is technically DLC 2. So realistically, we're only getting 3 DLCs instead of 4, and only 2 of them are round-based. So that's not fun whatsoever. And apparently, there's a plan to do the exact same thing during World War II Vanguard or the Sledgehammer Call of Duty, where Treyarch will be continuing zombies in World War II's game, just continuing off of the Cold War story, which is going to be boring because that means we're still only going to get, what, 3 zombies maps next year? And that's not a lot. Black Ops 4 launched with 4 maps and 3 of them were completely free. The only time you would get the 4th is if you bought the pre-order bonus. But even then, you had 3 full-fledged maps which are more detailed and more in-depth than any map we've gotten in Cold War so far. And regardless of what you say about the mechanics in Black Ops 4, the Black Ops 4 maps 9, Blood of the Dead, and Voyage of Despair are all way more in-depth, not only just in gameplay, but story as well. So the fact that Black Ops 4 on launch has more zombies content than Cold War will have in entirety says a lot. And of course, you could use the Outbreak argument of, oh, well, Outbreak was DLC 2 and technically we're getting another DLC Easter egg with Outbreak and a brand new location to go to. But realistically, it's just Fire-based Z maps. And I've talked about how Outbreak is literally just taking the Onslaught game mode and putting it on Fire-based Z maps, plus adding an Easter egg, which does take a lot of development time. But for a lot of zombie fans that have been with zombies in the franchise for a long time, a lot of them want that round-based experience that we've all been craving and have known to love. And the thing that I don't understand is why they would take such a well-loved game mode in Call of Duty and not only just change it mechanically in Black Ops 4, where it still had the integrity of the story, good character, good writing, but in Cold War, lose all of the really good character writing, storytelling, and map design, I would argue, and just start very, very basic. And I get that it's a brand new story, and I get that they want to start from scratch, and they don't want to have to rely off of the Ether story or the Chaos story. But the thing is the way zombies has always been ever since World at War is so deeply rooted within Call of Duty that I think this Cold War change isn't working out whatsoever. I have a tweet up on my second monitor, and it's Noah J456 posting the first image of the next round-based zombies map. And as you can see, looks like it's the Berlin map that we've all been talking about, but it looks like it's just been taken out of a campaign mission. Other than some purple glowing lights and the mystery box going off in the distance, you could mistake this for a multiplayer map or a campaign mission or just a screenshot from something in game. It honestly looks like that very first mission you do when you're chasing the, I don't remember his name, but you're chasing the bad guy on the roof and he falls off the roof right below the water tower. It seems like it's this literal campaign mission layout. And that's all cool and fine if that's what they're actually aiming for and trying to add it into the realm of Cold War as a whole, rather than just having zombies completely separate from campaign and multiplayer, but they're doing it in such a poor way that it's not connecting. I really think zombies just doesn't work if you're trying to connect it to what the campaign's doing and what the in-season story is doing, especially within Cold War. Zombies should be zombies at its roots and should stick to them. Even though that they finished up the Ether story with Tag der Toten when we got a resolution, they should stick, honestly, they should have stuck with the Chaos story. The Chaos story could have gone in a direction that could have been more enjoyable to most people than the normal Ether story. The people that loved the Ether story loved everything and how intricate and convoluted it was, but there were some people who liked the linear progression of Chaos Story and what happened in Black Ops 4. And yes, the maps did happen out of focus, and then Ancient Evil happens right after 9, and Voyage of Despair happened first, and then Dead of the Night happens a little bit after. And even though the maps weren't put in chronological order, where launch maps was the very start of the story, and then DLC 1 was next, DLC 2 was the following one, even though they didn't do that, they still have a linear story. They just released the maps out of order. And so, as I was saying about Noah J456's tweet, in his subtweet, the most liked tweet in his subtweets right now is from No Eyebrows Noah J. And it says, I wish I was excited, haven't touched Cold War in months, and haven't even attempted the main Easter egg on Outbreak. And that's true for a lot of OG Zombies players. And for the new players that are brand new to Cold War, I would definitely say the numbers of the old school and OG players outweigh the new. And that's not me trying to gatekeep zombies and be like, oh, all the new Zoomers better stay away from my boomer zombies. It's not like that whatsoever. I just want zombies to be zombies. And what sucks for the new players is they think zombies is absolutely spectacular. So anyone brand new to zombies in general, and Cold War is your first zombies experience ever, let me know in the comment section if you're new and what you like about zombies since it's new to you. And I guarantee all of these players that are brand new to Cold War zombies and then just Call of Duty zombies in general because they started to enjoy Call of Duty through Warzone or whatever outlet they joined in, I guarantee if you gave them the OG zombies as their first zombies, they would love it so much more than what Cold War has to offer. And for someone who's been around the zombies community for a long time, what is offered today is like the leftover scraps of the giant buffet table that zombies used to be. And even if the Black Ops 4 and Black Ops 3 was too intricate, even if their first zombies experience instead of those ones could have been Black Ops 1 or Black Ops 2 instead of Cold War, I think we would be having a completely different conversation about Cold War. And once again, I'm not trying to gatekeep and be, oh, the new zombie players don't know what good zombies is. There's nothing wrong with liking the new zombies. If you enjoy the new zombies, absolutely fantastic. As a veteran fan, they have gone too far away from what made zombies great for it to maintain being a great game mode. I wouldn't even argue, it's not even an argument in my mind. World War II zombies from like 2017 has better maps and a better storyline than Cold War zombies, and I wish I was joking, but I'm not. And a lot of people are gripping to zombies strictly because of the Dark Ether camo replicating that Black Ops 3 Dark Matter camo. And I understand completely that this is a fresh reboot and they want to start telling their story from scratch. And one of the lead developers of zombies, Jason Blundell, who made zombies as good as it was during the peak of the community, he's no longer there. So there's different people in power that have different visions from David Vonderhaar. And once again, it's a brand new story. They're starting from scratch. They want to rewrite the zombies history. And I get the start of the new zombies storyline that we have right now can't start off as super crazy and hectic, just like Black Ops 3 was, because then you get no story or world building. It just feels like it's building a world so slow, and what's holding it back is the lack of maps. I feel like the conversation would be completely different as well if we had a standard DLC schedule so they could build the story, build the world that we're now surviving in with all the crazy ether crystals and everything going on. But the thing is the huge gap that we have between Firebase Z and this Mauer de Toten map is increasing the amount of people that are becoming disinterested. I was really interested when the new Cold War zombies came out. I was interested to learn why things were happening, and Die Maschine was a great map to throw us into and say, hey, we don't know exactly what's going on in the world right now, but we have this small little facility that we can gain some clues from. And it really intrigued me at the start. And then Firebase Z came out way too late, where I lost interest in what the initial spark of this new story was. And then Firebase Z was just like, oh, here's another boring facility where we're saving Samantha Maxis. It's cool, Samantha Maxis is back. But then even in the Outbreak DLC, she's not there. She's not an important part of the story. The only reason she's important is because, one, she's Samantha Maxis and has been in Call of Duty Zombies forever now, and We just know she's the main character because everyone treats her as such, even though we don't know a lot about her within the story so far. So with all that world building, how are we supposed to care about the future of it when they keep giving us bits and pieces here and there, but they let us wait so long for what's coming next within Zombies? Anyway, that's why I think Treyarch just put the final nail in the coffin with the news of this being the only DLC coming out for the rest of Cold War, as well as just the same thing happening next year within World War II, a continuation of the story, but in a different period and timeline where we only are going to get 3 maps for an entire 12 months. Leave a like if you guys did enjoy, dislike if you didn't, there's no hard feelings. Let me know in the comments section what you guys agree or disagree with. And once again, if you're a brand new player to Zombies and you love Cold War, let me know why. I'm about to head out, and if there is one, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.